So James Gunn just finished with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and I freaking love that movie, but now he's wasting no time in going into Superman Legacy. We're getting tons of news, including people who might play Superman, Lois Lane, and Lex Luthor. Yesterday, The Hollywood Reporter put out an article called Searching for Superman, where they basically write about actors and actresses that are in the mix to play Clark Kent, aka the Man of Steel, Lois Lane, and then the villain Lex Luthor. But before we get into which actors and actresses that are being considered for the role, we also have news on the movie. And the news is that there's going to be characters that are already established in the DCU that are going to show up in Superman Legacy. We could get John Jones, aka Martian Manhunter, because in the comics he's a very close friend to Superman. We could also get a cameo from Supergirl, the cousin of Clark, because she's having her own movie in the DCU called Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, and it sounds awesome. It would also be really cool if we just had Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman just hanging out, like maybe having lunch or something. But a couple of months back, James Gunn randomly posted 2 characters on his Twitter, and with this news, it might mean that they are going to show up in the movie. The characters are Mr. Terrific and Lobo. Now for the role of Lois Lane, there are 4 contenders that are being considered, and those are Emma Mackey, who you might know from Sex Education on Netflix, and who will also be a part of the Barbie movie in a couple of months. I think Emma Mackey is a phenomenal actress and a very underrated one at that, so this would be a big win. Another candidate for the role is the Emmy-winning star of Amazon's acclaimed The Marvelous Miss Maisel, Rachel Brosnahan. Personally, I haven't seen Rachel Brosnahan's work, so I don't know whether she's good or not, but if she's been considered for Lois Lane, she must be. One more candidate is Samara Weaving, and I love her work. She's been in great movies like Babylon, Ready or Not, The Babysitter, Scream 6, and many more movies. And last but not least for Lois Lane, we have Bridgerton star Phoebe Dynevor. Again, I haven't seen her work, but I assume that she's very talented considering that she's a top contender for Lois Lane. For Superman's main antagonist, Lex Luthor, Nicholas Hoult is being discussed for the role. Nicholas Hoult is a great actor. I loved his work in The Menu and the X-Men movies. And he was also the runner-up to Matt Reeves' The Batman, but ultimately Robert Pattinson got the role. But that's not all for Nicholas Hoult, because he's also in the mix to play Superman. And imagine how cool it would be from being the runner-up to play the Batman to play the most iconic superhero of all time. Now this actor is also being considered for Superman, and he's already advancing to screen test stage. The actor is David Cornsweet, who you might know from Pearl, and this guy looks like Clark Kent. Looks like Clark, he looks like Superman. Hopefully he can act like him, because this would be a perfect casting.
From tough subjects, they deal with it and they're like, yeah, those things happen. And
2 more actors that are being considered for the role of the Man of Steel are British actors Tom Ridley and Andrew Richardson. James Gunn's casting choices are elite in Guardians of the Galaxy, Peacemaker, and the Suicide Squad. So whoever he picks, you know that they're going to be great for the job. Who would you like to have as Superman, Lois Lane, and Lex Luthor? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. And I will see you next time. Peace.